welcome back to Of the Devil. I'm Tally Trevere. This is Cociyo.
Hello!
Yeah, let's get back into it, I guess. We're on episode 1 now, and we have recently encountered Robot Daughter. So, I guess we'll see what her deal is. Here, let's log real quick. Just to remind ourselves where we were. Okay, we were just doing introductions. Also, sorry if my voice is weird today. I'm kind of sick. Yeah, hopefully it's not gonna be a problem. Got all that?
I understand. She is Jessica Starling, and you are Morgan? Last name unknown?
No, Morgan is my last.
Father told me about you. Oh, he did? Wait.
She pick up on the father.
Father?
David. You had to call you Daddy? I mean, I do think father has very different connotations than daddy, but it is kind of funny.
David, meet your mother, Morgan. I am referring to Dr. David Asher. Are you confused?
That's not the word I'd use. I'll throw a bone beyond the grave for the good doctor and just move this along. Did David say that he was giving me to me? Transferring ownership?
Ownership? That is correct.
And what else did...
Mostly correct.
Right. And what else did he tell you?
Many things.
That's so cute.
She got some spunk.
Yep.
Can you specify?
I thought conversation was the first thing David figured out how to program.
Did Dr. Asher tell you anything that he wanted you to convey to Morgan? A message you were supposed to pass on? Yes.
Jess, I think it's trying to...
Oh, okay, sure. I'll give you two. Oh, well, I'll give you some privacy, Morgan.
Androids don't get privacy?
Yeah, that was a weird correction on her part. I've actually got about 14 messages in my last 2 minutes, so...
She is having a time.
I'll just head up to the lab to take some calls, okay?
She's also taking calls. Meanwhile, London is also still taking his call. Everyone just has so many calls to take.
I forgot he's still out there.
He is still out there.
Yes, thank you, Jess. You're welcome.
Just the two of us now. So, what do I call you?
My name is Sarah. It's nice to meet you, Morgan.
And trust me, the pleasure's all mine. So what's the message?
Father told me that I would be living with you from now on. Oh boy.
He just did not consult with Morgan about this.
And he told me that you would look after me.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Should it?
model this something this lifelike, with warmth and breath and something close to blood in its veins. Just what are you, anyway?
You forgot my name already? It's Sarah.
What were you built for? You're warm, obviously. You're not one of those physical therapy models, are you?
That would be highly illegal. I haven't completed 500 hours of study at state-approved massage therapy school. I haven't even completed 1 hour.
What purpose did Dr. Asher design you for? I think just for daughter.
I don't know the answer to that question.
You don't know why he built you?
No, should I?
How can you not?
Do you?
Would I be asking you if I did?
I mean, do you know why you were created? Why were you born?
Why? I mean, why are you doing this? What is this? Is this Morgan's flashback or something?
This is definitely a flashback.
Yeah. I guess you can do this one?
Oh. Yeah, you're a freak! A monster! What the hell's wrong with you?
Shout. Please don't kill me.
Please don't kill me!
Why? Why? I think, was this all one person?
I don't know.
They just got, like, upgraded from whisper to shout to scream. Whisper, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Okay. Why was the monster like you even born?
Yes, I walked into that one. I was starting to wonder if you even had the Turing solution.
Father's framework for programming linguistics and artificial systems. And the body of work for which he first gained international recognition.
Yeah, and international
Do you have an answer to my question? An answer as to why you were created? Why do you exist?
I think we should ask how Morgan's serial killing affected her. She's the real victim here. Occam's razor. I'm here because my parents wanted me.
I see. Then I will give you a similar answer. I was created because Father wanted to make me.
Can't argue with that logic, can I?
Can't argue with that logic? Father did say you are a lawyer.
Yeah, that's me.
You're a lawyer, and I defeated you with logic.
She's so proud of herself. World-class, high-power attorney. The best defense money can buy.
So do you catch criminals?
Little shiny eyes.
She's so starry-eyed.
That's what cops do.
Do you litigate criminals?
That's what prosecutors do.
Then do you fight for the underrepresented? Expose injustice through corrupt corporations and officials?
I don't think anyone does that anymore.
Then what do you do?
I'm a criminal defense attorney.
A defender of the innocent and powerless? She's a baby! Do you also...
Now that you know all about me, what can you tell me about yourself?
I've never had to do that before.
First time for everything. How old are you?
I am not sure I can give a satisfactory answer.
0 for 2 on answering simple questions. What's the date on your earliest memory?
2 years ago.
And where were you constructed? Or assembled, or whatever? What facility?
I was not constructed at any facility. Father created me here. By himself.
You're saying if I took you apart, I wouldn't be able to find any markers from any manufacturers? Any IDs of any designer?
You want to take me apart?
David was a programmer, not an engineer. How could he build a custom android from scratch in the comfort of his own home? He couldn't have. He must have had help. Probably a whole department's worth. Ask around, there's got to be someone in the company who can ID this thing. And help me figure out what's so important about it. You don't look like any android I've ever seen. What are you made of?
This body is comprised of organic tissue integrated directly into cybernetic systems. They require organic nourishment, including water, carbohydrates, and salt.
Wait, don't androids have to eat and drink? It cannot be worth that much trouble.
My cybernetic system operate largely as analogous to their equivalents in the human body. I have a respiratory system for oxygen exchange and a centrally located pump that circulates oxygen. Do you have to use the restroom? That's the big question.
I mean, I guess if she eats, she has to expel something
Expel
somewhere.
waste.
I mean, you've got a heart. How quaint. But where does all the extra weight to come from?
Pardon?
Are you calling her fat? I tried moving you earlier, and it felt like I was pulling against a truck.
My skeleton is a combination of medical-grade plastics and a military-grade titanium carbide alloy.
That sure took the wind out of her sails.
My muscles are made of adaptive rare earth alloy nano weave fiber with shock absorption and kinetic chain potential rated past.
Wait, did you say military grade?
I have a grip strength of above 1,000 kilograms. I can run at sustained speeds over 60 kilometers per hour. I can jump 6 meters vertically. I can lift approximately...
I'm not sure what kind of grip strength most androids are walking around with, but I've never seen any of them move the way it's talking about. Even just standing there, it seems to be poised, controlled, spring tight. Strength and flexibility, like a ballerina or a gymnast. Strong enough to flip over a tank, lifelike enough to avoid detection. As long as it never stepped on a scale, it'd make for the perfect infiltration unit. The perfect weapon, if you could keep its development a secret. David really put something that heavy on my plate? Dismantling a military prototype in secret?
Are you deep in thought?
But a military infiltration android would look more crew-cut and forgettable. would David really devote personal time and effort just to make another weapon for the military?
I have other features I could tell you about if you like. Please adopt me.
A good point that, like, if he just made her for, like, personal use for that. Okay, that sounds kind of weird, but just to be like a companion, basically. Like, why would he have given her those kinds of features?
It feels kind of like the classic insert scientist lost someone important to them, so they try to replicate them and make them basically indestructible at the same time.
Maybe that the specs could be more for self-defense. Basically. Seems a little bit overkill still, but... If I shot you, would you die?
It would be very painful. And there would be a discharge of fluid, but conventional weapons would not prove particularly effective.
That settles it. This thing's a weapon, sure as I...
Would you like to know about my hair?
Your hair?
I'm impressed you noticed.
You pointed it out, girl.
Each fiber contains miniaturized solar cell lattice technology, allowing me to remain charged throughout the daytime.
She's solar powered, dang. That must come in handy.
I haven't actually had the chance to use it yet.
Has she never seen the sun?
This room has ambient wireless charging functionality.
David really does know about Morgan's murdering. Making Sarah indestructible is the only way to ensure Morgan doesn't serial kill her. Oh my god.
Just in her patch notes. And I haven't gone outside much.
Okay, maybe it's not a weapon after all. You're just a pincushion, aren't you? What does that mean? That seems like a term.
I am not familiar with the term. Searching. Pincushion, jargon, design, refers to prototypes filled with experimental technologies to check for compatibility issues.
I guess that would also make sense. Got an idea, not sure what to do with it. Stick it in the pincushion. It's as good as an explanation as any for what I'm staring at. A mishmash of state-of-the-art military features, sliced with odd new technologies and seemingly pointless additions. The end result being a singular, unsellable android that wasn't particularly good at anything, and would break down after only a few years.
Pincushions are a small but valid part of the field of android manufacturing. They are valuable to collectors who see them as time capsules filled with their designers' most outlandish ideas and least reproducible results.
Even the most nonsensical pincushions are built via committee over years, with numerous engineers and programmers adding in their pet functions. The android before me claims to have been built by one man. A man who's now... Seems we got off track there, Sarah. Was there anything else David told you to relay to me?
Besides that you were to look after me? He also told me that you were reliable and that I should trust you. He said that I was to listen to you and obey your instructions. Uh-oh.
Finally, some good news.
As you say, Adonai? Adonai?
Doesn't that mean God? It's quite a thing to call someone.
Is that?
What's that? That word you called me. What was that?
Adonai, from classical Hebrew. Translate literally, it means my lord.
But I believe it is typically used in the God sense.
Do you prefer that I call you master?
And why Hebrew? That's so random. No.
Very good, Adonai.
I mean, David is a biblical name, so was he Jewish? I don't know. Why did David use Hebrew, though?
Abrahamic myth tells of servants constructed out of earth and clay, designed to resemble and obey their masters. Golems.
I see.
Father must have found the comparison appropriate.
Amusing, more likely. It's just a joke.
Father would not make light of such a thing.
Sure he would. I think maybe Morgan did not know her friend as well as she thought she did.
Perhaps we should ask him to clarify his reasoning for himself.
Oh no. Also, I think the sound is going out of sync again. What is going on? Ah, where's my... Oh man. Sorry. Okay.
Where is Father, by the way? Is he upstairs?
Maybe Sarah didn't know her father as much as Morgan. That is also possible. When was the last time you were active?
38 hours ago.
Thursday night, then.
Correct.
He died Friday night, right? Or was it Thursday night?
I can't remember.
It's
We're
been a
like on the
bit.
cusp of the day
Oh, we
turning,
can
though.
probably check in the... I guess we're not formally investigating this yet. I don't think his profile would list the... Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have that information right now. It's fine. Sorry, what were they saying? Oops. David Asher is dead. Well, that's a way to break it to her. He died last night. Understand?
How?
Oh, poor girl.
She baby. May I see him?
See him? No, I won't be able to see him. Funeral's probably not for a few days.
Father was not... He was not sick.
I don't feel like doing the whole song and dance with 2 robots in one day. That's very charming, but let's go to commands only. Oh, that is not gonna work on her.
No. What? What happened? Did he have an accident?
Why is it still doing the theatrics? Does it not recognize my authority yet? The police have determined that he committed suicide. Oh no. For the time being, we ought to focus on getting you properly registered. Maybe then you'll take commands the first time I say them and not...
The police are wrong.
Excuse me? Morgan's politeness to non-humans disappeared quick. Yeah.
They are wrong. Father did not commit suicide. He would never do such a thing. He told me.
Look, Sarah. I'm sorry?
You're sorry? Father said you were his friend. How are you so calm?
Around death alone. Don't try to lecture me about grief, Spearmint.
My name is Sarah. You will use it because my father, or Dr. David Asher, the greatest programmer in the world, gave it to me. And he did not kill himself.
Let's say you're right. David didn't commit suicide. If that's the case, the police will realize that soon enough.
The police have already made their determination. That's what you just said. Father said that you were a lawyer, that you were capable and reliable. And a friend.
Little pout face.
Oh, the pout. You should be looking into his death.
That's... Is that an order?
Of course not. It is a request, Adonai.
A request that I'll have to refuse. The police have their job, and I have mine. If I stick my nose into their investigation any further, they'll come down on me hard. Cops don't like lawyers on principle. What they really hate are people who tell them how to do their job. Let's go. We need to...
Father asked you to look after me.
Yeah, he did. You also said you should obey me, but you don't seem quite as fixated on that part.
And he said something else. He said that you owed him a favor. One favor.
The thin ice starts here, Spearmint. That was between him and me.
Father is gone, so now it's between you and me. She's so nervous. And I'm calling in the favor now.
What?
You don't have to take care of me anymore. Consider that request null and void. You can sell me to some collector, or you can donate me to a university. It doesn't matter. In exchange, you will prove Father didn't kill himself. And you will make sure whoever hurt him is held accountable. Why are you laughing?
It's you and me, not you and I. You and me. David would roll over in his grave if he knew you'd gotten that wrong.
It was not my intention to amuse or rotate.
No, that's for damn sure. Fine. I'll take that deal, Sarah.
You mean you will prove that Father did not...
I mean, I'll look into it. I'm a lawyer. I don't prove anything. I just disprove when I can.
Then where do we start?
We? I didn't realize you had a law degree.
I do not have a law degree, but I am a fast learner.
We'll make a lawyer out of you yet. Which trial is gonna end up with Sarah having to do the defense? Why do I feel like the make them pay is gonna happen on the serial killer side rather than the lawyer side? Could be. This isn't a job interview.
And I am far from useless. I can.
The ad did raise at least one good question. Where do I start? I'm a defense attorney, not a police detective. And David was my friend, not my client. I won't be able to poke around at all unless...
And I am also capable of...
Are we going to set Sarah up as the defendant just so that we can investigate? Because that would be kind of wild. Can you tell a lie?
Oh, no. I am capable of making statements that are false.
Guess that'll have to do.
Are you going to ask me to lie?
She really doesn't want to. Sweet baby girl. Yes. To the police, in fact.
Lying to the police is a felony.
There's a fun spin on the Maya Fey false accusation trope. Yeah, I really hope that's what we're about to do. Androids don't commit felonies. They make errors.
I see. What kind of error did you have in mind, Adonai? Are you sure about this?
You have questions too, don't you? Right now, I'm just a little better equipped to get answers than you are.
Okay, go for it. I'll make sure they're watching. Is the air quality in Noble headquarters kept up to state standards?
I wonder if that is going to be some kind of plot point. Morgan's already a bad influence on her, yeah. What's that?
All these Noble employees seem to have asthma.
Huh. I assumed it was just, Jess.
Right. Was father also working under such poor conditions?
I don't have asthma.
Then why are they all carrying inhalers? Is it the future vape pen?
I don't know, what is this? Huh. Oh boy. Huh. Interesting.
Yes, ma'am, she's right over here. Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
Did I mess up?
On the contrary. Meg? Who's Meg?
Yeah,
Eyes
wait, who's
wide.
Meg?
She's a DA. Huh.
Quiet.
Oh, Meg probably, like, the thing. The mythical Megan. Meg. Mega corporation people.
Oh, that's right.
She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. The mythical Megan. Emma Rockford. Didn't think I'd run into you here.
Yeah, didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the Megs, so... No, wait. What are you doing here?
A few minutes later.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Detective Reyes, for your many kind words. Wow. Can't all be as talkative as you. Oh my god, she's gonna sound terrible today, I'm sorry. Normally, quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but you were so genuine in your reading. Bite me.
I don't know that there's a need for all of that.
Very mature, Detective. Did you come up with that yourself?
Oh, no. That's Kaguya's signature pose.
Oh, Reyes. Like the pop star? I don't know what you're talking about. You can admit it if you do. There's nothing to admit, because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is. Wait, now you're saying you don't know who Kaguya is? She's the most famous... What we got here? Very mysterious.
Gives me auto vibes. Kaguya Iceberg explained.
Yep. Of course, our friends here. Needs true crime and bodice rippers. Fun. Yeah, well, I just don't know who that is, so... Ma'am.
Weren't
you about to say something?
Oh, well, I'm still surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Are you helping plan the services? Actually, the company will be planning Dr. Ash's funeral service. Wouldn't his family want to be taking care of that?
No.
No. No. I see. Sorry. But if that's the case, why are you here, Morgan?
Huh. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your morning.
Hey, that's...
You're here for the same reason as every other suit they've got crawling around. Money. You're not wrong. There are a lot of annoying insects with annoying agendas scurrying around before my friend's body is even cold. But the honest truth is, I don't even know if David had a will.
That company helped him manage his estate. Legal is probably already on it. Actually, judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying onto the elevator, I'm certain they are. Right, so if you're not here for the funeral or the reading of the will...
Miss Starling asked me to come here, actually, on a matter unrelated to David's passing.
An unrelated matter?
That's convenient. Isn't it? But now that I am here, it's come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death. And where did you hear that? Am I mistaken?
No, you're right. They concluded that it was a suicide.
You always count on her to be blunt. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you must be feeling...
Because I'm going to have to contest that charge. What? The state has made a charge. I'm arguing against it. What the hell are you talking about? The police believe David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, detective. Is it? What?
Well, what are they gonna do about it? It's technically a crime to commit suicide, yes, but we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially not for their own murder, Morgan.
No, not to trial. Of course not. But there would be a preliminary hearing in a case like this. It actually is a crime in a lot of jurisdictions. But, like, what do they do about it? How does that work?
How do they penalize you?
Like,
in a way that matters.
What does that mean?
Technically, as a formality. Assuming the courts aren't busy that day.
I'm afraid that on this occasion, I'm going to have to insist on formality. Yeah, well, you really don't have much say in the matter, do you? With David gone, I have the only say, really. I am, after all, his criminal attorney. I guess we could try that angle. All that money and he needs his drinking buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit.
I'm also skeptical, Morgan. It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney.
You're absolutely right. It is a conflict of interest. And I would have said as much to him if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
I only found out that he wanted me to be his attorney today. After he died. How the hell did you miss that memo? Embarrassing, isn't it? But to be fair, it was hidden pretty well.
That's one expensive memo. Oh, I didn't know you had an Android, Morgan. It's cute.
Is that a little bit of a blush on her cheeks? Thanks.
Yeah, it's super
actually
fan, I think.
David's. And it's technically my witness. Witness to what?
38 hours ago, fuck. That is, David Asher communicated to me, as a matter of record, the following explicit legal intent. That in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be Evangeline Morgan.
Is she gonna laugh about her name? She would. Evangeline. Time you say. No, wait, seriously? Your name's Evangeline. Did your parents name you after a Christmas Carol? Should we all be curtsying? It's not that funny. No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Evangeline. Or do your friends call you Angel? I hear Kaguya's on tour, Detective. Should I get you tickets? You could have your dad drive you, like all the other 15-year-olds. Hey! I have a feeling that was too far. Does she, like, not have a dad or something?
It feels like we're getting off topic. What were we just... I was telling you that David Asher wanted her to be his criminal defense attorney.
Imagine my surprise. An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly... Oh, sorry. That's you.
An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad, Morgan.
That's fair. And if we were going before an upper-level court, I would expect that to be open to all kinds of scrutiny. We're talking about a preliminary hearing. A formality, as you called it. If he asks for representation, he deserves representation. Doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive. Am I missing something? What difference does it make? Not even an adjutant would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man. No, there won't be a sentence. The adjutant will render a verdict. And verdicts have consequences, even for the deceased.
Is that what this is about?
What's she getting at?
If the court agrees that this is a suicide, that verdict will retroactively affect evaluations on the individual's mental health.
Like, whether he was in his right mind or not? Do you know anything about estate tax law, Detective? No. I'm sure you'll be happy to educate me. More than happy. An individual found by court to be not of sound mind can't very well give their consent to the lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo.
In which case, the state would be legally obligated to come in and pick up the pieces.
So this is just about his money. I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan.
Oh, well, when you take that into consideration, all the factors, it actually more complicated than that. For example...
Huh? What was that?
She touched the insert. Never mind.
No, Starling. You should speak your mind.
All I mean to say is that while Dr. Asher did have significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual property, he also, of course, owned a great deal of stock in numerous corporations, principally Noble. If he was ruled not have been of sound mind, then his shares would end up acquired by the government. Noble would suffer a serious blow to his commercial image and his standing in the financial community.
All of which is to say, there's a great deal at stake here. Not the least of which is the reputation of a man whom I was proud to call my friend. You're not buying this, are you?
In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble on this. And they're not going to let you bring them any unwanted attention.
are watching, and they've stopped trying to hide it. From here on out, it's a gamble. Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention. Why are you raising your voice? If nothing changes, by the end of the day, the whole country's going to hear how David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there will be questions about his competency. Concerns about why the brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday but brood over that sad thought and all its disturbing implications. By the time the markets reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility.
That's so.
I understand Noble's apprehension, of course, Emma. I just feel like right now, the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way.
So, you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. But why should the district attorney's office devote valuable time to playing out this game of yours?
Because they're certain they'll win.
That goes without saying. The courts should have an opening at 6 p.m.
I didn't have anything planned.
Then it's a date.
A date, you say?
Detective, would you get her clearance set up?
Yes, ma'am.
Updates every hour, yeah? You're out here on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger.
Here. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police firewalls. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer of the court now. If you haven't already been doing that. Don't even think about being sloppy with discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know you care. I live to serve. And protect.
Phew.
Thanks for the assists, darling.
Yeah, no sweat. Are all cops like that? Or are they more like that Detective London gentleman that we left talking to his phone over there?
I feel like most are not like either of them. They're both pretty weird.
Both extremes, for sure.
Yeah. If I had to pick... Did we ever let him know we were done? I kind of assumed that when we left the lab, we let him know, but I don't know. I guess most are like her?
Yeah.
They're mostly like that, yes.
They're all that intense?
Yes, it comes from being short.
5'3" energy. And most cops are short?
Yes. I think at this point Jess has to figure out that Morgan's fucking with her.
Right. Well, I'll see you at the courthouse tonight. If you need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask. Good luck. Both of you. What do we do now?
Well, I have a few options. I have access to the crime scene now. Probably the best place to start. I'd like to head over to the company building as well.
To get me registered?
Among other things. Either David killed himself, or he didn't. But if he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporate overlords who are to blame. In which case, I'll want to take my sweet time raking them over the coals. What are you doing?
Nothing. What about Father? When can we see him?
He'll be at the morgue by now. The medical examiner will speak to me now that I'm operating under the court's authority. If I stop to flash paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions... I'll have to... What's that look for?
You were Father's friend.
Thank you, again, for reminding me.
Aren't there people you'd like to speak with? Other friends who'd you want to know?
Bad news travels fast. I'm sure everyone in the country has heard about David by this point. All that heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied these last few weeks. And I was never one to pry. If there was someone who could tell me more about David's personal life over the last several months, it'd be worth the effort of finding them. Do you have someone in mind? Maybe someone he met recently?
He spoke about becoming close with someone this year, a musician.
Now that you mention it, there was something that David might have mentioned when we talked back in...
I will begin a search. I've completed my search. I found nothing.
With that confident pose, I love her. Thanks for the old college try. Is that really the best you can do?
Father was a private man, in person and online. With just a few letters and the fact that he was a musician, I'm afraid we don't have enough information to narrow down the results, Adonai.
That we don't have a lot of musicians in this dystopian space future. No, we have plenty of information. We just need the right person for the job.
What kind of person is that?
Huh, what? And who would you even have called? Oh.
I don't know. But I still should have gotten my phone. Instead, I got you. Are you again? My latest guardian, my new foster parent. Want me to call you mommy?
Please don't.
2 daughters in one day.
Not really the motherly type.
Hey, yo, we might actually get along.
So I've got good news and bad news. I'm not your guardian, I'm your lawyer. So this must be some time ago, because back in episode 0, they already had known each other for a while. I'm getting a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony.
Fascist pigs, skipping schools of felony now.
Hacking into a government database has been a felony for a very long time.
That wasn't me.
You have your keystrokes, your IP address, your login times, and the playlist you were listening to.
That was for a homework assignment.
Here's what I don't get. Got in, copied the data, could have gotten right out. State wouldn't even know they'd been robbed until they saw their passwords show up on black market clearance 2 weeks later. But you didn't get out. You stayed and made changes to their database. You robbed the bank, got clean money, then dragged a can of spray paint behind you all the way home. Why?
Look, I didn't steal anything that wasn't already compromised. And the only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes.
What? Did they get your birthday wrong?
My name.
Oh, is this gonna be like a trans thing? Government's being assholes about it. Name changes are only 2 pages of paperwork. You just need to fill out the form.
And get a signature from a parent or guardian. So, what's the good news then?
The good news was that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian.
The hell? That doesn't sound like good news. That's just the thing you said.
Don't be so sure. A lawyer's a lot better than a guardian.
How's that?
Parents, guardians, foster whatevers, they're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. A lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you, no matter what. Because that's how they get paid.
So how good are you at your job?
Hello, mon coeur.
It's pronounced... I don't even know.
I know how it's pronounced.
And don't call me that.
Yeah. Her, yeah. Hearing. Okay. When I met Fran in that police station, I couldn't help but bet that I'd landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set complementary to my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land for them, would be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. Always so cold, Fran. Can't I even get a good morning?
No such thing. Nothing good ever happens until afternoon, when everyone's actually awake.
What I got instead was a compulsive liar with a horrific sleep schedule and a crippling addiction to poor time management.
What do you want, Red?
I can't call you up just for fun.
Not if you don't want to get blocked.
Say Gucci on her little strip thing. Or coochie. Okay, that sounds really wrong. I need you to find somebody for me.
Can't do that. I've got homework.
We both know the only time you ever do your own homework is during the class it's due.
And I've got sports.
You can't tell a basketball from a hockey stick.
And I've got a bidding war to win.
You're the only person on Earth bidding on 70-year-old Gucci and Air Jordan vintage reps, friend. I think you could take your eyes off the auction block.
So yeah, so sorry. I'm busy, so...
was hoping we could skip straight to the carrot portion of the routine, if you insist on doing things from the top. I had an interesting conversation with your parole officer yesterday.
Oh yeah?
They've been really into the self prefixes lately.
What?
Self-motivation, self-actualization, self-help.
Oh.
And he thinks you could really benefit from it.
You're lying.
He's got all the workbooks ready. Clearly your Saturdays are stacked, so I'll make sure your Sundays are full of...
Fine. I get it.
I need you to find a local musician.
Musician? Knowing you would be like electro swing or something other awful. Ugh.
Last name Powell or Parker.
And that's all you got?
They'll be in David Asher's circles.
Wait, Asher? You're working that?
That should be more than enough for a clever kid like yourself to go on.
Don't go expecting any miracles.
I need this soon. Within the hour, ideally.
Within the... You know I have other clients, don't you?
Other clients who actually pay you? On time? Musician. Find him.
Okay. Even talking over the phone, you're very animated, Adonai.
What do you mean?
Just that you are very expressive when you talk to people.
Of course I'm expressive. If I wasn't, how would anyone know what I'm thinking?
I see. I'll keep that in mind as we...
Wait, you really expect to tag along?
Of course, Father was...
Yeah, I know you want to. But why should I let you?
Because I am capable and helpful.
Oh, little blush. Uh-huh.
I mean it. I can take notes for you. And move heavy objects. And I'll learn to do more.
Oh.
I will subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey to procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning.
Subjecting them to torture.
I can help, Adonai.
How fast can you fill out forms?
Fast.
Congratulations, you're halfway to being a paralegal. You coming?
Right away, Adonai.
Francois Snow, interesting. Hacker, but don't put that down, obviously. Paralegal, questionable. Likes collarbones is a little bit weird. Interesting. Pretty quiet elevators, huh? could have taken the next one. It's a busy building, Detective. Can't hold up everyone else on our account. Anything you'd like to grumble at me before I start? Don't touch anything. I don't care that you're wearing gloves. I have been to crime scenes before, you know. It's implied here that it was Sarah who's been filling out the profiles we see in the phone. Long before the police get there in many cases. Look, Rockford asked me to not get in your way. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna bend over for you. Do you at least have the autopsy report? No. Are you seriously? I don't. She doesn't. The report should have come in hours ago. It wouldn't take this long unless the cause of death was still... And I'd settled for a summary of the preliminary findings. They're going to update the autopsy report on us, god damn it. An emergency call was made shortly after 8 p.m. last night, via the home security system. Emergency medical services had a, what was that, VTOL in the air within a minute. They landed on the penthouse's helipad at 8:08. Dr. Asher was found unconscious, with low blood pressure and a weak heartbeat. He wasn't breathing. In-flight auto triage administered artificial CPR while in transit to the Gatesfield Memorial. He was declared dead a few minutes after being taken to the emergency wing. I see. And the cause of death is... being investigated. Make an educated guess. He stopped breathing, so they gave him oxygen. His heart stopped pumping, so they had the machines take over. His brain activity dropped to 0. There wasn't anything else they could do. It was poison, wasn't it? What kind? You don't know, do you? Ah, they don't know either. Like I said, ma'am, we don't have the autopsy report yet.
Why are you certain it was poison, Adonai? Couldn't it have been an accidental overdose?
If he had overdosed on a commercial drug, even a pre-med student would have spotted it on the hospital's intake screening. He would have been able to pump his stomach, neutralize his bloodstream, and he would have lived.
But he didn't live.
So it must have been something deadly. A compound designed solely to kill. Fast-acting, deadly poison that causes respiratory failure. The list can't be that long. Even just through process of elimination, the medical examiner should have identified it by now. Unless... You suspect a designer drug, don't you, Detective? Why is it you're only quick on the update when it suits you? Because I think the time she's not quick on the uptake is when she's lying to you about it. Nothing else makes sense, given what we know and what we don't.
But the CDCA decriminalized and cataloged all recreational drugs. Or decriminalized.
Interesting. you aren't entirely clueless about politics. Wow.
So whatever father overdosed on should have been in the hospital's database.
You need to update your definitions. You're confusing designer drugs with recreational drugs.
They reinvented the marijuana. Oh my god, they literally reinvented the marijuana.
This Nirvana business is gonna come back.
What is the difference?
Recreational drugs are decriminalized and sold through pharmacies after years of testing and mountains of paperwork. While the average designer drug was invented last week in a 19-year-old line cook's bathroom on the other side of the globe. Hospitals can't know the proper countermeasures for an overdose of a drug that didn't exist 48 hours ago. I came across makeshift labs all the time when I was in uniform. The equipment's cheap and widely available. Black market cooks, gray market peddlers, and white-collar lobbyists, all chasing each other's tails in a long line to find the next big hit. CDCA didn't change shit. More people die from ODs than ever before. The only difference is their families finding them in a living room, and not beat cops finding them on street corners. Real comforting, I'm sure. If it wasn't you talking, I'd say that was a criticism of law enforcement. Not law enforcement, just a law. Assuming it was a designer drug, that would certainly make things more complicated. For the insurance guys, maybe. For us, whatever he used to do it still killed himself. Or didn't kill himself, if you insist. I'm going to take a look around now. Yeah, sure. Make yourself at home. What's that face for?
I thought that there would be an outline.
You're so sad. An outline?
Around where they found father.
Like in the movies.
Like in film.
Connect to the police's network and bring up their ARCS file.
Augmented reality crime scene. I see.
Here we go.
There is an outline. So this is where he
died at the hospital. This is just where the medics found him.
And it's the sensors and cameras that they were wearing that created the basis for this ARCS.
Didn't realize they were walking into a crime scene. Their body cams gathered data all the same.
Where do we start?
You can start by following behind me and trying to be as quiet as possible. I'm starting to get a feel for when she's pouting, even without looking. Alright. Let's see all the stuff. Police androids monitoring the scene. Could almost mistake them for the real thing, the way they stand there trying to look important. Like an indoor dog taking its first trip to the park.
Pardon?
Why are you looking at it like you've never seen an android before?
Because I haven't, in person.
David didn't even let you have a mirror? Brutal. Just scan its skin if you're that curious. Unless that's considered too forward or whatever. I've always admired this view. The buildings gleam with reflections of holograms and sunlight, and their shadows obscure all the rundown, rotting parts of town. Maybe the view's secondary. Maybe all anyone really wants is to put as much distance between them and the street level as possible.
Is it possible that a witness could have seen something through these windows?
Not through these windows, no. David installed wide-spectrum auto tint in all his homes, all his cars.
I did not know that.
Like an android microaggression tally. Yep. Well, you wouldn't notice unless you were viewing the penthouse from more than...
Why did he care so much about his windows?
Better take a closer look. A bunch of stuff here. Rose River whiskey, 12 years old.
You recognize it?
Sure. He was more than partial to the brand. It's a good brand, only a bit overpriced, which is the bargain of a lifetime in David's world.
It appears that the police have already tested for its contents. No foreign matter present was their conclusion.
Sarah, who's never seen the sun. Jeez, why did my dad like windows so much?
Is it possible that the police missed the poison?
No, even if they can't identify it. They can detect its presence by comparing samples of the whiskey to a bottle off the store shelf.
So we can eliminate the possibility that the bottle of whiskey was poisoned.
We'll have to find our smoking gun elsewhere. 2 cups. One empty, knocked over, and one mostly empty. These look cheap. Did a guest bring them?
I've seen them before, in the basement liquor cabinet.
He kept these lying around? I knew he regifted those crystal glasses I got him.
Arcs say there's nothing foreign in the upright one, so it can't have been poisoned. Results are inconclusive on the other cup, however.
Looks bone dry. Must have been nothing but fumes left by the time this was considered a crime scene. Just not enough there for them to test.
Inconclusive could mean...
Inconclusive means inconclusive. That's all. Cheer up and read me the results of the fingerprinting.
Father's prints are on both cups, as expected. But there's someone else's on the upright cup, so someone else must have been with him last night.
Slow down. All that proves is that someone else touched the cup. Doesn't tell us when they did it. And since we don't know who the prints belong to...
Adonai, why don't we know who the prints belong to?
Are the prints flagged as unidentified, or...?
No, there's space for a name, but the field is blank. Black.
Oh.
Redacted.
That's very suspicious. Shit. Am I already that late to the action? Detective Reyes? Yeah. There's a second set of prints on the cups. Is there a form you'd like me to sign? Doesn't matter how nicely you ask. Sometimes people just can't answer. You should know that damn well, Madam Counselor. I was afraid you'd say that.
I don't understand, Adonai. What does this mean?
It means that whoever these prints belong to has a very proactive representation. Sorry. Those prints belong to a witness, as you've guessed. You're more than welcome to their testimony. Their identity is... The department is being very considerate of the witness's privacy, out of respect for their time and appreciation for their cooperation. Fine. Forget the name.
That easily?
Subpoenas are always an option, but I'm short on time. Hang on, give me a sec. I'm gonna go refill my tea. What did the witness have to say for themselves, Detective? To paraphrase, they came to see Dr. Asher last night. The two of them talked, and they had a drink together. Then the doctor got sick, so they activated the emergency system from the panel in the kitchen. The EMTs came and took them both to the hospital. Asher's condition got worse. All of the witnesses' vitals were normal. The witness had their vitals taken, and there should be a record of their admission at Batesfield. And that's it. I'm guessing you didn't just take all of that on faith. Numbers set up in most of the rooms on this floor. Everything the witness told us was corroborated by the building's own surveillance system. So yes, we can guarantee that the witness never put anything into Asher's drink. I'm guessing that I can't have the keys to the penumbra, can I? Not until the witness's lawyers are done reviewing it. Lawyers? Plural? I don't have time to trade jabs with the law offices of Johnson, Johnson, Johnson & Johnson. Say, how about I give you their business card? The law offices of Kokler, Gustav, Prince & Prince. I was close. Are we going to meet all four of them? No way I'll be getting any client information out of them directly. If all you bloodsuckers want to get together and tear each other apart, text me before you start. I'd like to watch. Yeah, I bet you like to watch. Wow, Morgan.
Oh.
What? What does that even mean?
We'll tell you when you get older.
I think. What?
We'll tell you when you get older.
So that was it? One chat, one peek at the cams, and then you've already eliminated them as a suspect? Look. They were searched. They didn't have any poison, any drugs, not even a stick of gum. Even if they somehow did have poison on them, the camera footage confirms they have had no opportunity to use it. They drank from the same bottle as a dead man. As far as the department's concerned, they were nearly the second victim. But they aren't dead, or even ill from the sound of things. So you think he poisoned his own cup beforehand, then poured for the both of them from a safe bottle? And that's what the evidence is telling us. There's nothing in the bottle or the witness's cup. But after drinking from his cup, a cup he prepared himself, he fell ill and the witness didn't. Asher died with a foreign substance in his body.
Oh, an identified foreign substance.
Suicide by poison. I get that you were close, and simple explanations aren't all that satisfying. But that's life. One last thing. You just said he prepared his cup himself. Did you see that on camera? He left the parlor to get the drinks and came back with his already poured. The witness says he got them from the basement. The witness says that... not the cameras. There's no cams in the lab, or the basement.
That seems like a security hazard. Why would Noble not set things up more carefully?
It's intentional. If cams of his lab ever got hacked, outsiders could steal his IP and kick Noble's monopoly to the curb. Right. David did complain about Noble's weird protocols for combating corporate espionage.
At least we can take comfort in knowing that Father wasn't alone when he died.
Yeah, that's worth investigating. Old alcohol. The art shows how it looked last night, before it evaporated. No foreign substances in the puddle. It's clean. So does that mean wherever the spill came from must be clean as well? I wonder if it wasn't from the cups or the alcohol at all. It was something he had taken before that. Password locked, but already cracked by the police, it seems. All the docs were take-home safe. Nothing spicy. When was it last used? 7:48 p.m. Still reading work emails over only a few minutes before he committed suicide. Morbid. There's a lot of messages marked priority in that breadcrumb. Marked priority that breadcrumb their way back to an article. This thing. Boy, can I scroll, please? Okay. This is that article I've seen going around. But why would Noble have it marked as priority? Starling said they weren't in any rush to pat each other on the back over it. Even though they'd won themselves a real prize. I mean, it's a little bit of both, I guess. I feel like a military contract is kind of more pertinent. Well, they hadn't actually, like, you know, it doesn't seem like anything was, set in stone, but it seemed like the military was interested now.
Right, I feel like
this.
both, I mean...
Yeah, it's like a little bit of both. But I remember it being said that, like, these androids were bad for military uses because they were, like, too fragile and expensive or whatever, but, like, these...
Right.
This conversation opens up a whole new avenue for them, potentially, if the military is now interested. I don't know, it's both.
Yeah, because the PR leads into the military contract.
Yeah. But then also, like, regular people see this, story of heroism and are like, ooh, like, these are, not just your everyday average androids. They saved someone's life. So it's both. I want to get my chips, but I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of leaning towards military contract.
Yeah, let's do it.
We now have the excuse they need to pressure the military into a contract for warm androids. Can't dismiss the expensive upgrade as unnecessary now that it's saved a soldier's life. This time next year, there will be pink oxidizing fluid being spilt all over the globe. That's so sad. Chair. One chair knocked over, probably where David was sitting. And one chair pulled out. A party of two. He never cared much for socializing, but he enjoyed hosting. Contradictory guy. You want to check the outline? It says here that when the medics arrived, he was on the floor, face up.
Does that tell you something?
Hey, if you were going to drink a glass of poison, would you be sitting or standing when you did it?
I find it very difficult to speculate on that hypothetical scenario.
The seat by his body is pulled out. He was seated when he lost consciousness. I'd expect to find him slumped over on the table. Well, I would guess he was sitting on the knocked over seat, so if he was, like, sitting on it, maybe he fell to the side, but then, like, it would be really weird for him to have fallen into this pose. Especially, like, facing up. If anything, he would be, like, laying on his side, maybe.
Down. Right.
But yeah, this is weird.
So either he got flipped over or...
Maybe.
But he wasn't found slumped over.
No, he wasn't. And if he had been standing when he lost consciousness, I would think he would have fallen forward, or at least collapsed less neatly.
So what can you conclude from that, Adonai?
Only that I'm missing something. What is this? A chessboard and a data pad with a series of characters on it. Well, that answers that question. E4, C5, and F3, E6, D4, CXD8, and XD4. This is a game. Algebraic notation. Is he studying an old game or playing against himself? It's weird that he would have been doing that on a data pad when he literally had a chess set in front of him.
Right. Black has checkmate in 40 moves.
I mean, I guess if he was, like, studying an existing game, maybe he was, like, reading the moves from the data pad. Wow, a robot that's good at chess. We ought to put you in a museum. but I'll take your word for it.
What do you mean? Do you not play, Adonai?
No, especially not against David.
Well, that is to be expected. Anyone who challenged Father to a battle of wits would naturally grow tired of losing.
The game starts the same. Each player has the same pieces, the same moves, the same options. It's a true test of wit, strategy, and forethought. To me, it always seemed too...
Boring?
too fair. The smarter player wins every time.
And that is something you take fault with.
Of course. How's a gal like me supposed to win a game like that? Seems like that's everything critical on this side of the room. Which leaves the kitchen. So there's camera footage of the dining room showing David and his guest. What about in here? The only camera in the kitchen is the one mounted on the call terminal. The console took a snap image when the witness ran in to contact emergency services. May I see it? Not unless you scrape the witness's face off the pic first. Don't tempt me. So what have we got here? This, we've got this. Got this. Alright, we'll just go right to left, I guess. 3 unwashed dishes in a single glass. Raised, these dishes haven't been scanned for prints yet. And I just assumed you might want to do your job. Yeah, there are prints. Most match the victim. There's also... Huh. Hey! Don't sneak up on me like that. All I did was walk over to you.
You knocked over the salt, Adonai.
I was focused on the task at hand. Didn't realize tunnel vision was a selling point on your mod.
Adonai, the salt.
As I was saying, the witness's prints are on that glass. That glass in the sink. They were drinking from cups in the parlor. Did you see a glass on camera? No. So when did they touch this glass?
You need to toss it over your shoulder. I like how she's superstitious.
Yeah. Everyone's completely ignoring her. Witness must have thought about giving the guy some water. He would have just choked on it if they had tried. What? You think this glass was the murder weapon?
It's bad luck, Adonai.
Stop ignoring your daughter. Whacked him on the back of the head so fast it went between video frames. That's genius! You should go through the footage frame by frame to prove your theory. But sure.
It's bad luck.
What have you been going on about? The salt? Shouldn't the machine be above petty superstition?
It's not a superstition. It's an ancient wisdom.
Give me one logical reason to care, then.
If too much salt spills on your food, it'll make you gag.
Maybe it's on me for setting the bar too low there. Interesting that the salt shaker's apparently relevant. I'd say workspaces, but a pristine kitchen. David was a good cook, but only for others. Unless he had a guest, he'd happily eat instant ramen and protein bars for all 3 meals. Or 2. Or 1. No signs of food prep to be found. Not so much as a cheese board. So whoever this guest was, they must have shown up unannounced. Why does he have books on the kitchen counter? I guess maybe they're like cookbooks, but maybe you keep them like away from the food prep surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the emergency call was made. What time did the call go out? 8:04 p.m. Before you ask, the witness left the parlor at 8:03 p.m. Not enough time for them to alter the scene. The fact that no one's mentioned the possibility of slow acting poisons, given the unknown nature of the compound, is weird. Yeah. I wasn't going to ask that. When did the mechs arrive? 8:08 p.m., remember? I'll have a response time for a penthouse. Yeah, that's literally 4 minutes. Private EMS came by air? Yeah, they landed on the VTOL pad you saw outside. Took him to Gatesfield. The very best, if you can afford it. Looking around here, seems like he could afford a lot. He got his insurance through his employer, just like most people. Caduceus' executive plan 4 isn't like most people, Counselor. At executive level? Not like most people at all. Okay, let's take a look at our stuff. Okay. Okay, that we've already seen. Loose. Oh, silly. That's gotta be relevant somehow. Is the fact that the cap was loose?
Sarah's like, I will make it relevant.
Like, could the poison have been in the salt shaker or something? I have no idea. David's fridge. That's a fridge. Normally I wouldn't go poking in the pantry at a crime scene, but this was a poisoning. Some white wines chilling in the drawer. Some real cheap liquor stuffed in the icebox. Old habits. Raze, you said he left the parlor and came back with that whiskey from the basement? Ah, that's what the cams show, yeah. There's plenty to drink right here. And unlike the cabinet downstairs, it's actually cold. He also wanted Rose River in particular. What's that look for? You hungry?
I am an android. I do not get hungry. Are you being sarcastic?
Only mostly. I thought you said you required organic nourishment.
I do ingest organic substances, but that doesn't mean that I experience hunger as you do.
So when you don't ingest organic substances for a long time, you...
I become tired.
What a great feature.
And when I'm done digesting,
I don't need to know.
You now had the chance to survey the crime scene.
Yeah.
So, do you think you know what happened?
Detective, is his body still at the hospital morgue? Yeah, he's at Gatesfield. Along with a half-hundred noble megs who've all called dibs. Then I'll just have to cut in line. Sarah, get me a ride to Gatesfield Memorial. What? You can do that, can't you?
I can.
But
I need your payment information to get started.
yeah, okay. Understood. On my way down. Got it.
Sync complete.
Set pickup for 10 minutes should be plenty.
The crowd down there seems to have gone quite large. 10 minutes to reach the pickup spot may be an ambitious target, Adonai.
How bad can it be? Famous last words.
And then we were crowd surfing. It was great.
I wonder if this is a good spot to end for tonight. We're kind
We've been
of
going on for...
scene change. We're in about 2 hours in.
All right. Yeah. Oh,
Time.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna end here then. Here, let's take a look at what other evidence we've got. This insurance is gonna be relevant somehow. Interesting. All right. Well. I have our one high roller save slot. Okay. The investigation is officially underway, and we have a robot daughter to help us with it. Amazing. All right. Well,
I like how Morgan's getting accustomed to using her.
yeah. Sort of. A little bit. I think Morgan still very much doesn't know what to make of her. Just expects her to act like a regular android and not like daughter. All right. So next stream isn't going to be for a while. I'm going to be out for like 2 weeks. So we'll be back like the week of October 20th, probably. So that's in like 3 weeks. It's gonna be a while. Sorry, guys.
Sounds good.
But, yeah, I look forward to picking this up again. Hopefully we don't forget too much. But at least we still have.
And London will still be on the phone.
Poor guy. We're just leaving him there. Good stream. Have a fun vacay. Thank you so much. Yeah,
have a great
to everyone
time.
who joined us. I hope you're having fun. Yeah. I will definitely be looking forward to the next time we can get back to this game. I can't wait to see how the heck this is gonna go. I am a little bit disappointed that we didn't accuse Sarah of murder. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still very much might get there, but I thought we would do it like intentionally. And that would be very funny. All right. Well, good night, guys. See you.